Hey folks, we're back here with SoloGamer. We're fixing to play Conquest of Planet Earth. And first thing we did, after we got set up, as you can see, we had to put our resistance tokens on the board. Now how you do that is, every player board gets one resistance token at the start of the game. So you basically roll the die. In this case it was a 3, and you put it on the space 3. I should maybe put this where you can see it. There we go. So you put it on the third space, the random third space there. But in this case I rolled a 6, so I put that on the 6. So every player board is going to get one, and then the middle board with the capital city on it is going to get 2 resistance tokens. Okay, so we've done that, and we'll start with our first alien here. And this guy's the Trun. He has a strength 4, intelligence 3, so his hand limit will be 3. And we've already drawn his 3 event cards here. And of course there's his conquest tokens and his menace token. And anytime a Trun would be destroyed, roll a dice 6. On a roll of 5 plus, it is just a scratch. The Trun is not destroyed. And use 1 alien menace token at any time to add +1 to your roll for ultimate toughness or to fight, or your fight dice roll. This may result in a crushing victory. So you can spend a token to do that. So let's see how many action points he's going to get. You roll, he's going to get 5 action points. Okay, so first thing I may do is I may spend 2 of my action points right here to give himself 1 terror point. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to put this right here so he has 1 terror point that's going to remain in play. And then I might spend this card right here to look at the top 3 cards of the resistance deck just to see what kind of people he's going to fight. So let's see here, and since I can put them back, we got the riot police, army infantry. So that's not too bad. Alright, so I have 3 more points. So what I may do is I may just move them 1, 2, 3, and there go my points. And then we're going to draw a location card and put that location right there. And this is a port city. As you can see, it has a terror points value of 3, but it has a resistance of 3. And it says for each fight here, roll a dice 6. On the roll of 1, 2, or 3, use a coastal resistance card. Okay, so we're going to roll, and we roll a 2, so we will be using a coastal resistance card. Okay, so we get a coastal resistance card. Unfortunately, I looked at the wrong deck. I could have looked at another one. And we have here Captain Fantastic. Well, that's just great. Okay, he gains +1 strength for each alien at the location, and he's a 6, so he's going to have 9. Our strength is 4, 8, 12, so we actually beat him. But you never know if he gets a crushing victory, which he did. Damn it! All right, so he destroyed 1 of my aliens, so we'll take them off the board, and we'll fight him again. All right, this time we beat him. Okay, so we beat him. And it says we got to shuffle him back in the deck, which we will do in just a minute. So that's our first guy beaten. So we have to roll to see if we get a regular resistance or another coastal resistance, and we get another coastal resistance. And this is the Navy SEALs. They have a strength of 5, and they win on a tie result. Well, okay. So right now we have a strength of 8. Okay, so 4 plus 5 is 9. 8 plus 2 is 10. And we beat them. So there go those. And last resistance guy is going to be another coastal resistance. And we have Navy fighter planes, and they are 6. So let's see here. Okay, well, we have 10. 10 is a tie. So we can just stand off, so we roll again. Alright, looks like it's going to be another tie. Ooh, looks like they're going to beat us. Well, we won that one. Alright, so we beat these guys. So we have conquered the port city. So we're going to put a conquest marker there. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot this special ability. So let me roll real quick. Alright, so he was not destroyed. Alright. So now we have a total of 4 terror points because of this card right here. Okay, and that's going to be the end of his turn, so we'll draw 2 cards, event cards, to get his hand limit back to 3. And we are done with him. Now it is the Foam Guild Mages. They have a strength of 2 and intelligence of 4. They are the Masters of Magic. At the start of each of your turns, roll a die 6. On the roll of 4, 5, or 6, gain 1 Alien Menace token, which we'll go ahead and do. Alright, we got a 4, so we'll gain another one. Here. Use 1 Alien Menace token to choose any soft resistance card out of the discard pile and add its strength to your alien's total for 1 fight. So we could use one of these tokens. Well, that's a hard resistance, but we could, if we needed in a fight, we could take this guy out of a fight and add their strength to ours if we spend an Alien Menace token. And then, of course, use 3 Alien Menace tokens to automatically score a crushing victory in a fight. Then we have these cards here. So let me see how many action points these guys are going to get. They are going to get 3 action points. Ooh. Okay, so what I may do is I may go 1, 2, and then I will spend 1 action point to get a Space Stuff card. And they have these energy shields. Activate any time to prevent 1 alien from being destroyed. Okay. Alright. So we're going here. Let's see what we get. We get an atomic power plant. Yikes. So they have a 3 and a resistance of 2. And the text on there is only applies if this place is demolished, which we'll get into that if we have to. So let's see what kind of resistance we get. We have Riot Police. And they have a strength of 2, but they gain +3 at any town or city location. This is not a town or city location. Now we have a strength of 2. That's 4. They have 2, so we'll try. Okay, they got a crushing victory on us. But we will activate our energy shields. And you know what? We're going to use the swarm thing. And that gives us an extra fight dice for every alien we have there, and we get to use the highest result. Okay, well, we got a 6 on that one, so we got a crushing victory, so we beat them. And the next one is the U.S. Infantry. Okay, so let's do that again. Oh, man. Yikes. 4 and 3 is 7. 2, 4, 1 is 5. We could spend an Alien Menace token, which we would do, and use these Navy SEALs and add their strength to our own, which lets us beat these guys. So we beat these guys. I know some of you might say, well, wait a minute, weren't you supposed to do that before? And it's not really that clear on that. I figure, you know, these aliens are in trouble. They're getting beat. At the last second, they can use their Alien Menace token to bring the dead back to life, because that's what they're doing. Alright, so they beat the atomic power plant. So they put a conquest marker there. And they get to draw back their hand limit, which is 2 more cards. Okay. And then put that there. Okay, so the next group of guys we have is the Draz Axe or whatever. I don't know. It says they have a strength of 2 and intelligence of 4. Anytime you draw a Space Stuff card, you may look at the top 2 cards and choose one to keep. Discard the other. They start the game with 1 Space Stuff card, which they got an ally, which is Crux Terrestrial Warlords, and that's this little tank guy right here. So he's now part of their group, and he has a strength of 4. And then they have Relentless Robot Armies. They can spend a Menace token to use 1 Alien Menace token to reroll your fight dice you just rolled. Okay, so let's see how many action points they get. They get 1. Alright, so they get an Alien Menace token, and they get to roll again, but they got to keep this result. It's 3, so they have 3 action points. Okay. Alright, so we'll send him and 2. Gives him a strength of about 6. 3. Alright, we got to fight those paratroopers, and they have a special thing that says they get a crushing victory on a 5 or a 6. So let's fight the paratroopers here. Alright, we got a crushing victory, so we beat the paratroopers, so we take them off and put them back in the thing, and now we get to see what our location is. And this is a town. Okay, so there were 2 terror points, and they have 2 resistance. So let's see, we have the Riot Police. They got 5 strength, and they went on a tie result. But we got a crushing victory, so we beat them. And the next resistance is U.S. infantry. It's working out pretty good. Ooh, they got a crushing victory. So one of our aliens is destroyed. They got another crushing victory. God damn. Okay. Alright, so they have 3, we have 4. We beat them that time. Thanks to our ally there. We beat them. But we lost 2 ships in the process. But we put a conquest marker there. We didn't use any of our event cards, so we don't have to draw any. And our last alien group is the Fishmen of Atalorak. I guess I'm pronouncing that right. They have a strength of 3 and intelligence of 4. Your alien wins fights on a tie result. If both sides win on a tie, it simply reverts back to being a tie roll. While at any water location, they are +1 strength. And they can spend 2 menace tokens to release the land squid, adding an extra die 6 to your alien strength total for a single fight round. If this roll is a natural 6, it also counts as a crushing victory. Okay. And we have some event cards there. Let's see how many action points they get. They get 3. Yes, not what I wanted. I could spend 2. Screw it. I'll tell you what. We'll move them here. We'll get 3. We'll move 3 here, and let's pick a location. And this is the military testing ground. Any alien that ends their turn here is destroyed on a die 6 roll of 1. Alright, so we got to roll a die for every alien. And on a 1, it's destroyed. Nope. 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 Okay. Now they only have 1 terror point, and we got to fight 2 resistance. Let's see here. We have an angry mob. Alright, shouldn't be too hard. Okay, we beat them. So. And then last is a mathematician. Now, as you can see here, he is a civilian. He's a hero. He adds +1 strength. So if you were to draw that, you have to keep drawing. Alright, we got another one, a war veteran. And he's ×2 strength. So we got to keep drawing. Jesus, we got 3 heroes. Keep drawing. Alright, finally we have our thing here. This looks like this is going to be real bad. Okay, so they have helicopters. They are 4 strength, gains +1 for each alien at the location. That's 3, so that's 7 strength. +2, which is 9, +1 because he helps in air resistance, which these helicopters are. That's 10, 11. Wow, and plus another 4. That's 15. Yikes! 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 Okay, we don't have 2 alien menace tokens. Damn. Okay, so we're going to use this contagion card. And what this lets us do is to roll a die 6 for every resistance and resistance counter space. On the roll of 4+, it is wiped out by the contagion. Okay, we'll start with the helicopters. No. Hotshot pilot, he's gone. Mathematician, no. And the war veteran, no. Well, that didn't help that much. Yikes. Okay, so now they just have a strength of 8, 9, 12. Yeah, okay. We gotta hope for some crushing victories here. Okay, well, we did it. We got a crushing victory. See how we were overwhelmed and outmatched, but we rolled a 6. We got a crushing victory, and we beat them. So we did conquer that location. So we put a conquest marker on, and that all our aliens have gone, and we will get them draw 1 event card to have their hand limit back at 4. That's a weak coming peace card. And now it is the humans' turn. Alright, we have to draw a resistance event card. That's one of these things here. Alright, now normally these cards would, if you're playing competitive, you use the top, but since you're playing cooperative, you use the bottom. And so this card plays as noted above. Discard all location cards on the board that do not currently have an alien marker on them. Okay, well, they all do, so we won't have to be doing that. If using the human tech track, which we are, roll a die 6. On 1, 2, or 3, move the track 1 step back. On 4, 5, or 6, move the track 1 step forward. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It can't move back, so. Alright. And we have check for location liberation. And what that means is if we had any location, like let's say these aliens were over here, and they still had this conquest, but these jets were on here, or if another marker was on here, and there's no aliens here, then this place is liberated. You take the conquest token off, and they lose their terror points. But we don't have any situations like that right now. We have to move the human tech track, so we move it to 1. And now what we have to do is for every board, we have to roll a die and put a new resistance marker on that board. So we'll start with the first one here. And we got to put one here. And this is helicopters. And if it goes into space that already has one, it goes into the center space. Now these jets moved here to the center space. That means immediately a fight's going to happen between these guys and the jet. The jet has a strength of 7. All these guys have is a strength of 4. Okay, well, it's a crushing victory. They lost. But we do get to roll to see if it's destroyed or not. And it was. So that's jets moved and destroyed them. Okay. Well, the next one is this board. We put it on 6 and we put fighter planes on there. We have 5 for the green board. Marines. See, we have 4 for the blue board. And we have these tanks, and they moved over here. So now we're going to have a fight. Okay, well, they got a crushing victory. So they just won. So they destroyed one blue ship. Alright. Jesus Christ. Okay, now he's going to play this battle frenzy to force one of these guys to re-roll. Okay, so 3 and 5 is 8. 6 and 2 is 8, so it's a tie. Okay, we won that one, so we finally beat the tanks. And now we have to put one on the middle board. And we got a 5. And so it's going to be these fighter bombers and the infantry moves there. Okay, so now we've done that. We have to move, if any. And we have some counters that move. We have these jet fighters and these fighter planes that move. So we have to roll for their movement. We'll start with this one. He moves from the center to here. That one moves from space 6 to space 5, which moves these rangers into our landing place. And now we have to fight them. Okay, we both got 1. And that is a tie. That's terrible. Alright, looks like they beat one of our aliens. And they beat the other aliens. So these guys lost 2. Okay. So they did that. And then we have these last fighter planes right here. And they move 1 to the first base, and that's going to be right here. Okay, then we have the barrage part. We don't have any barrage. So there's no artillery counters on the board, so no barrages will happen. And when that happens, we'll get into that. And the last is roll for tech breakthrough. Alright, so what we do is, we're at number 1 here, as you can see. So we roll 1 die. And if we get a 6, the humans get a human tech card, which is going to be bad for us. We did not get a 6, we got a 5, so they don't get a human tech card. Next time, though, if we're on 2, we're going to roll 2 dice. And if we get a 6, they get a human tech card. Okay, so that's basically 1 turn. See, fairly simple, fairly quick. We did alright for most of the aliens, although some have lost some people, but it's the way it's going to go. Alright, so we come back, we're going to keep playing. SoloGamer saying, see you then.